Ladies and gents, welcome back to the final match of the season here in Rome. It is against Cagliari. As always, in all of my saves, the last match of the season, I go straight into the match. I don't show you anything else. Keep kind of the suspense going. Patricio in goal. Spinazzola, Christensen, Mancini, and Karsdorp are in the back four for our lineup today. Sule is out injured. He's back in like 7 days, but unfortunately not yet. Ceballos and Veritat in the midfield. Milner is not doing all that great. Ceballos has been actually pretty nice the last couple of matches. Shmurodov comes in because Kluivert's pissing me off as usual. And Shmurodov, can we look at Shmurodov for a second? Serie A, he's got 8 goals, 5 assists, starting 6 and coming off the bench 13 times. He has been lights out lately. So we're going to keep him in there and get rid of Kluivert. He wants out anyway. Zaniolo's in there, Adeyemi and Abraham up top. Abraham finally picking up some goals here and there. Adeyemi, fantastic. Loving this boy to death. So last match of the season, we are kicking off at home at the Olimpico against Cagliari. I don't know. I think they're somewhere mid-table, maybe just below 10th. I want to say like 12th or 13th thereabouts. Alessandria has already gone down, and we kicked the shit out of them earlier. It was a fantastic match. I should have shown you that one instead. Karsdorp with the steal up to Adeyemi. All the way up to Abraham, who beats his man. Can he get it in the back? Oh, he cannot. Oh my lord. Was that a chip that just went... I think it was so slow. Zappa was able to come in and just grab it. I do have some transfer business, even though save is not going to continue after today or thereabouts. Simicast is coming in officially. So he is, I don't remember what the clauses were, but he came in, or he's coming in at the end of the season, so he's officially our player. Vigna has not been playing, so he's probably out. I don't know. I'm not going to do any other business. There's really no reason to. What I am going to do with this save is I am going to retire after today. As always, I'm going to sim for a year or thereabouts and just see how they do post the Sefian era. But next save, I really am not sure who to do. I kind of want to do a journeyman save. I kind of want to do another one with Adeyemi. I may actually go with Adeyemi's former club. There's also a Feyenoord save. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. But there's a Feyenoord save I've been saying I would do for probably the last 2 FMs or thereabouts. So I may do that. We'll see. However, things on this channel are going to change. Look at that fantastic one from Adeyemi. 1-0 up Roma over Cagliari. But channel-wise, I'm going to try and put out more videos as much as I can so that I have at least 3 a week. But with that, what I think I'm going to do is do less of a break in between each episode. So instead of 5 or 6 matches, I'll do like every match or every 2 matches or thereabouts, just because it's easier to record that way and I can put more out. Come on, dude. So you may see a video per match. We'll see. Oh my God, Abraham usually skies those. 2-0, 16 minutes up. This is a fantastic start. So this channel is going to have a lot more matches, less time in between the matches. Just makes it easier for me. I'm still planning on doing the player profiles or something like that. I still want to do things for the FM blog channel, and I might as well throw them over here just to get more content on here. So again, filling out the channel a little more. Let me know what you want to see. Feyenoord, Journeyman. Journeyman's kind of my preference right now. Go to some random team. Not a European Journeyman, just a overall world Journeyman. I've done the Philippines, or Indonesia. I was going to South Africa in that save last time, and things kind of fell apart. So we'll see. I'm not sure where I'll start. But 20 minutes in, we are flying high. I will say one other reason. Oh, Shmurodov is picking it up again. This dude, if I was going to stay here, Kluivert would be out. I should have brought in Shmurodov to begin with. I apologize for not doing that, but Shmurodov would be staying no matter what. He would be my first choice right now. I think the board gave us like 34 million for the summer. One of the reasons, though, that I am kind of leaving this post, clearly onside, is a lot of players just want to leave. Kluivert's gone. Patricio wants to leave. I don't know if Mancini still wants to leave. There's a couple more. So I have no idea what the squad's even going to look like next season. But, Kluivert should bring in a good chunk of change. Christensen, I have not been playing in the position he wants. Same with Toven. Toven has not been getting a lot of game time. Who's that going to go towards? Shemurdov votes in his own net. Godin. That was, 4-0. We are just flying high right now. I've already said flying high. Why did I say flying high again? I've got like 3 different conversations in my head going, and none of them are really panning out. Zaniolo in. He has not scored for a little while. 11th goal of the season. 5-0. I think we got this one in the bag. There are days where our passing is so woeful. And then there are days like this where our passing is just a joy to behold. Magical feet everywhere you look. Full time. 5-0. But only a 2.55 XG. Damn, everyone in the green. I did bring Vega in. I did bring Kalulu and Kumbala in. But starters, everyone with a green. Even Patricio. So, ladies and gents, that is the end of the season. And as you can see, we crushed it. We absolutely crushed it. 98 points. I don't know how that happened. Juve and Milan, both Milans, they just tanked at the end of the season. We had a fantastic run overall. So, ladies and gents, as you can see in the schedule, we do see a sea of green and yellows. However, what the story does not tell you is that most of these are just tough wins. 3-2. Not the greatest. 87th. It took us till the 87th, and we actually just drew in the 81st. But 1-1 at Parma, 2-2 at Bologna, Napoli 1-0, 90+1. Atalanta, they got sent off in the 15th. We couldn't score at all after the 3rd. So these are not easy matches. Andreas Christensen, 77th minute own goal. You don't know how much that pissed me off. But Juve 1-0 in the 84th. So, yes, you'll see 3-0. You'll see 8-0 and 5-0. And Alessandria, 15-0, total for the season. Damn. But you'll see some of these blowouts. But then you'll see these, draws or these winning by 1 or 2 goals, and that's it. They're tough matches. Honestly, I think once you get basically in this game, if you haven't figured it out already, once you start getting a couple of wins under you, it gets easier. After a while, winning does breed confidence, especially in this game. And as you win more and more, even drawing. A team like Inter, who you would think you'd be happy with a draw at times, even games like that, you come out with 2-0 away from home and a nice win. And it continues and continues and continues. Then yes, you do get a loss. We lost to Sassuolo. We lost to Liverpool. Back up here, we lost to Bayern and Bilbao. We kind of got screwed there. But still, one match really doesn't kill your performance the next match. It may dampen it slightly. But then if you got a nice game, Sampdoria, what was that? Penalty in the 68th. Still, you get a tough win, you're back on the winning side of things. You get another win against Liverpool. Love Liverpool, but still. Then you get another one and another one and another one. It's just the way this game goes. Is the way I've seen it. Is once you get a series of wins or a series of points, things just get easier until you get a really tough team like Liverpool away from home. And then you lose and you're like, okay, well, instead of that lead you built up, you've kind of gone down a little. But then you get a nice team, Sassuolo, away from home. Okay, it's away from home, but still, Sassuolo is not the greatest of teams. Actually, where did Sassuolo end? 8th. Mid-table. So you don't get, I mean, if we had Liverpool and then we had Juve and then we had Inter and then we had AC Milan, Lazio, I mean, if you had a string of really tough matches, this sea of green could easily be a sea of red or yellow. So that would be my take on this whole thing. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the end of the season, as always, bring you the accolades, and then I'm going to basically retire. I'm going to see the Champions League match. I believe it's Bayern-Liverpool, and then I'm just going to sim it. And that next episode you're going to see is basically the last episode. Will encompass the next year or two of Roma and post-Sefian era and see what happens. So let's get to the accolades. AS Roma end of season review, 22-23 season. The new arrivals, there we go. So all these people, I mean, Kumbala was already in, but just came in from a loan. Tsimikas is now again official. Who is the best? Adeyemi average rating, 22 goals, 10 assists. I mean, A+. A+, my friend. Kumbala C- did not get a lot of game time. I can see that. Florian Thauvin, though. 9 million from Tigres, 21 appearances, 11 goals, 5 assists. He really could have played more. I definitely see he could have played more. Christensen, B+, fantastic. I did use him as a midfielder primarily. Didn't want to be that role. I probably should have thrown him in a lot more at center back. However, Sule and Mancini were my center back pairs. Christensen did very good. Christensen did very well in the midfield. I'm very happy with how he did. I'm sorry I pissed him off. Milner, C. They're content. That's fine. A+. Excited to sign him on loan. The whole deal looks to be very good value for money. I mean, obviously, we got him on loan. I think we have to pay Liverpool $8.5 million for him. Overall, very good. 2 assists. I'm actually surprised it's not boring. He picked it up a little more at the tail end of the season with some of his crossing. Was pinpoint perfect. But Curtis Jones, C+, should have been an F. I'm sorry. 51 million from Liverpool. 12 appearances, 0 goals, 6 assists. Not too bad. 687. Okay. Vega, A-. Definitely one for the future. But yeah, overall, fantastic set of signings, I will say. I really loved Vega simply because I hadn't heard from him before. Thauvin I'd heard of. I have not seen people pick him up, but I had heard of him. Adeyemi, obviously. Everyone's heard of him. But, I mean, Vega, I just was a gem. Just a perfect gem that I found somewhere randomly. So as you can see, how it unfolded. Board expectation challenge for the Serie A. We won the Serie A. We are ahead of schedule. Final position first. Not too bad. I don't know what that says. Why? Overall, though, the board's still B-. Some of these games piss them off, apparently. I know that they were not happy with the Italian Cup and how we finished there. Kluivert still wants to leave somehow, has still got a transfer request. I've got a trophy. He was part of that trophy season. He can kiss my ass. Even if he said, I'm okay, I don't want to leave now. I was like, bye-bye. Biggest win, 8-0 over Alessandria. Match to remember, the 5-1 win over Torino. 4-1 win, goal of the season for, is it Christensen? Gonna have to look at that one. 58th minute, Kalulu brings it back to Adeyemi. I don't remember these at all. Christensen, yeah, that was a fantastic goal. See, midfield. You wouldn't have done that if you were in defense. Just saying. So Adeyemi with the shirt. I'm assuming that's most shirt, or just all these guys are the most shirts. But Thauvin, interesting. That is one I wouldn't have expected, but the rest I would have. Definitely Adeyemi and Abraham, Zaniolo, Veritout. Thauvin is an interesting one, though. Best lineup. Patricio, Spinazzola, Mancini, Sule, and Karsdorp. Veritout, Zaniolo, Shemurdov. Good job. Suck it, Kluivert. Thauvin and Adeyemi, even though Thauvin, I don't rarely played in that position. Abraham up top with a 7.62. He got, how many goals did Abraham get? 36 total, 4 assists. So definitely not an assist man, but booyah. What a fantastic boy. Accolades. Fans player of the season is Tammy Abraham. Young player of the season is Zaniolo. He's only 23. Wow. Signing of the season is Adeyemi. Goal seen was Jasar Christensen, top goal scorer. Tammy Abraham, 25-year-old striker, 36 goals. Most assists with Zaniolo with 14. Okay. Abraham with player of the match, 8. Highest average player, 7'6" for Tammy Abraham. And most passes completed per 90, James Milner with 80. Record breakers, 32 goals from Abraham, Zaniolo with assists, Patricio with 28 shutouts. Jesus. 8 Player of the Match awards. Curtis Jones. Yeah. One thing I do want to say is, I think, and I meant to bring this up in a match, but penalties. Penalties are still beyond broken. I had, I think, 4 penalties, maybe 3 penalties in 5 games. All of them missed. All of them missed. Milner misses. He never misses a penalty. Adeyemi, I think, missed one or saved. But, I mean, it's crazy that you get to a game, you think penalties. And I'm not talking about end-of-game penalties. I'm talking during the match. The end-of-game penalties are a completely different thing. I think in the game, it's actually probably written differently. So that penalties, okay, most times you're going to score like usual. But in a game, penalties, it's got to be written where it's like a 30% chance, if that, of scoring. And it usually you get is like, okay, it's a pen. That's pretty much a goal unless the keeper of the opposite team can pull out something from his ass. Or you just sky it. Not in this game. I get to a penalty, I think, it's surely not going in. I mean, there's no way that's going in. Something's going to happen. And sure enough, it does. Pisses me off. That needs to be fixed. Really hate going through. I mean, I've only gone through 2 seasons in 5 months, whatever it is. But that seriously needs to be fixed. But history in the making, your hard work and effort paid off on the pitch, and such a feat didn't go unrewarded at the end of our senior season award ceremony. Once Roma got rolling early in the season, it looked hard to stop them going into fuck off. So the overall best 11: Patricio, Karsdorp, Sule, Mancini, Spinazzola, Verita, Cristante is still in there. Adeyemi comes in, Kluivert, Perez, and Abraham. Well, hot damn. That is the end of the season. Review: it was a memorable season for Roma as they defied all expectations and wrote a new chapter in the club's history in being crowned Italian Serie A champions. So in the end, this is how the entire thing looks. They just finished their last matches. Lecce, Genoa, and Alessandria go down. Roma, Juve, Milan, and Inter Milan all have the top 4 spots in the Champions League. Europa Cup goes to Lazio and Napoli. And I think Napoli actually won the Europa League this last season. And EC2 goes to Atalanta. So that is the end. That is everything we've got. That is it for me, Sefian FM. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching this entire thing. My screw-ups and everything. I'm surprised at how it turned out. Really have to say. But anyway, I will see you next time when we do the post-Sefian era wrap-up. And we'll see you then. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and enjoy.